Hey everybody, Joel of StrivingByImportSauce.com. Today we are going to be looking at windshield wiper motor and transmission. There's potentially two things mechanically that can go wrong. We'll show you how to replace or swap out both the transmission and or the wiper motor. Example here on the V70, but the system is pretty much the same on all new model Volvo. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you're going to have to do and what you're looking for. Okay, so as you can see, quite a bit of snow out here, and this is the root of our problem. This is our replacement windshield wiper motor, and as they call it, the transmission assembly here that will drive the wiper blades. And one of two things that can go wrong, and the one with ours is probably the less common, but one, the actual motor will die. That's easy enough. You can just get the replacement motor alone, but in our case this whole unit was 70 and it came with it, and if your transmission assembly is good, then you might as well just swap one for the other. In this situation, we had a giant ice block on the top of the vehicle, and we came to a stop. It slid down the windshield and hit the windshield wiper blades that are connected here, and it actually popped off this ball pivot joint there. And so what happens is, as this motor was spinning, and I'll show you the articulation on ours, it was not actually engaging and sending that momentum up to our wipers. So easily enough, let's go ahead and start with our windshield wiper cowl. The first thing you have to do on most Volvos is you have to remove the windshield wipers. This is going to be easy. Either your fingernail or a flathead will allow you to get this cap off. And this cap is actually just a star press fitting that fits on here. Every Volvo that we've messed with and taken these off, it's always a 12 millimeter. So you're going to want to take those, and once you get there, this is pressed in. This is a tapered spline, so you're going to grab it and kind of work it back and forth. You may have to lift the blade to get some proper leverage, and then you'll be able to pop it off, and then you can see there how that fits in. It snugs in and then tightens down there. And then keep in mind, your driver and your passenger side are often different lengths, so make sure you remember who is who. And if your windshield is dusty, you'll be able to see the line to line it right back up where it came from. If not, before you take it up, just drop a piece of painter's tape across the top of the blades on the window, and then that way you'll be able to set it right back into position. If you're off a couple of splines here, you may risk coming up here and it may run into the edge of the window, or it may go too far down. So alignment is important there, but if you do get it wrong, you'll know it when you test it, and then you'll just have to come out here, pop it, and adjust there. So first thing we're going to do is, now that that's off, we're going to go around and get our little push clips out, and then we'll pull the cowl off. On most of the Volvos as well, the cowl is kind of inserted under this lower windshield trim. The V70 has this little push, the S40 didn't have that, so you just make sure everything's free before you pull off. So let's pull that off and see what we got next. Okay, so our cowl is off, and now we can see the same part in here. We have 4 mounting points, one here in the corner, 2 here, 1, 2, and then 1 on the edge. These are 8 millimeter. And so here is the problem with ours. Again, the ice slid down, it hit the windshield wiper over here, and it just hit this hard enough that this joint broke off. And if we looked underneath, it is a round seat, and half of that plastic broke off. So anytime the motor started to turn, this would just pop off. And this is what articulates, as you can see. This is what articulates and turns into your wipers going. This is not a serviceable part. It's pressed in factory, so didn't really have an option there. So what we're going to do now is 4 8mm, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull this whole thing out, and all we have to do is disconnect the electrical connection, which is on the back of it there, and then we will be able to pop the new one in. So let's get those off, and I'll let you know if anything too crazy happened. Old guy off. Part numbers perfect, everything looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in, not do a full mount, but just make sure that I turn it and this motor actually works. If not, then we can use our old motor here, which did work, and that's just going to be 1, 2, 3 torque bits, and then we can swap the motor. Pulling this off, 4 8mm, no issue on there, and there's plenty of wire to pull that out and disconnect. So let's go ahead and pop the new one in and give it a test run. Okay, pop the new guy in about 2 seconds. Got it on. Everything's working, so now you can see the articulation on why any of these joints going bad terminates all action. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the last 2 bolts on. We'll put it all back together and we'll show you a test run. Everything good? Okay, we are all done. All in all, I'd call that less than 30 minutes for sure. If you're quick about it, you know, that'll be the top end of it. But yeah, everything works great now, and good to know that you can get those. The junkyard had a ton of them. It's just it was a little further than we wanted to drive, and we found this exact part number match on eBay for so cheap that we just got delivered up. Thanks for watching.